Hey, how's it going, guys? Back out here at the property again. It's a new weekend. Been out here opening up everything, warming up all my toys, and about to start getting ready to go back and work on that shed again. I'm getting dang tired of it, but it's got to get done. So I'm gonna gather up some tools and get to working on it here in a minute. Gonna work on the door, fix my mistake from last time that I pointed out for the door, my mistake in my design, my measurements, all that stuff. I think I got the fix for it, which ought to be good. I'm Brandon. Back over there, sniffing around somewhere is Blisto. Yeah, let me get my tools together and get over there and get started on this because it ain't gonna do itself. One thing I don't know that I have is hinges. I forgot to check that last time. So I'm gonna look around, see if I got some hinges, and then we'll get started. All right, I got all my tools. Got the boards that I need to fix this front door opening. And I'm just gonna put in another 2x4 here. Doesn't look like anything has moved in to here yet that I can see. Hopefully not. Yep, nothing over there, nothing over here. Make sure there's nothing back there. Everything looks clear. That's good. I did notice a door fell off my whole generator shed, so that's been open up for I don't know how long. Man, this door is not even shut either. But yeah, definitely one of the reasons why I'm building this. This was just a quick, half day, couple of hours thrown together shed that the mice love to live in. Hopefully this one does better. So I'm gonna get some measurements, get my sawhorses out here. Oh, see how we're gonna build this because it's kind of up in the air. I'm gonna follow my same ideas that I had with the little lean-to shed that I built. So hopefully that works out. It's a bigger door for sure, but I think I got this. So let me get to it. All right, I got my 2 adjustment boards here put in on each side. So I think it's gonna be now 4 foot from here to here, from this one to this one. So I'll take that measurement, take the top measurement too, and see where we're at. I'm wondering, I put in this filler right here. Oh, you can't see, but I didn't need to. I only needed it on the sides now that I'm looking at it. So I need to take that out right there because I need my door to go up to there. Yeah, I got to do that before I take measurements. And then I want it to go a little lower than the rest of the boards here, just so I get right there all the way right up to the top of the 4x4. I want my door to come down here to seal up a little bit better, hopefully. It's already sweating. I haven't done much. It's hot out here. Also got to cut off this. So I have this little ledge here. So I have a clean side to measure from and the full width of the board. We'll get that taken off, that cut, and measure out the door. All right, I've been over here doing some figuring after I got all that buttoned up. So this is going to be my inside brace, and I know I got a 2x4 width to go in, so it matches up to either side, and just the width of here, it's hard to see in that sun, but so I need my bracing to be at least the width of a 2x4 in, and then another half an inch or so. And I think what I'll do is just take one of these trimming boards and stick it in between the 2x4 and this, and the bracing between this 2x4 and here, which will definitely shape it in enough. And then I'll measure from the very top up here down to the bottom to see where my bottom one needs to go in, and then go up some from there, leaving me a good overhang on each side, and hopefully keep the boards from, when it opens and shuts, from anything snagging up like it did on the lean-to, because I think I went way too close like that on the lean-to door, and every time I opened it and shutted it, it was sticking really good. So I had to make some cuts and whatnot. So I think that'll shim it out real good here by putting this in, give me that 2x4 plus that width there, and that'll give me that gap to keep it in all the way around. And I'll just do the same on each side, measure it out. Top one and everything, sides are going to be easy. The bottom one, I just need to get a measurement where my crossboard will be down here, where it'll hit that 4x4 at the bottom, and then I can go across right there. So that's my plan. That's what I'm going to do. We'll see how it works out.
Yes, I'll come back to you, then I'll ask, what have we done under the sun?
All right, well, I got the two side pieces on here. I think that's going to work. Notice I did use screws in case I do need to pull anything off and adjust it. And it's much easier screwing up from the bottom like I'm trying to do, instead of trying to shoot up nails. But screws are going to work good. It stiffened this up really good. So I just need to get 1, 2, 3 at least across here. One in the kind of center area. I don't know if I should do maybe 4, since it's such a big door. Stiffen it up real good. But I don't have any more of these. These were cut-offs, I think, from a 2x6. Can you read that? Oh no, this is a 2x3x8. Those weren't cut-offs. I didn't think those edges were feeling like they were cut off. I thought those were the leftovers from when I ripped down some 2x6s to 2x4s, and this is what was left over. Maybe I just used 2x4s instead. I was trying to keep the weight down some, and make the door sturdy. So let me think on that a minute. Do I get out the table saw and rip down some 2x4s, or just use some 2x4s? It's only, this is a 2.5 inch, and a 2x4 is what? 3.5. So it's an inch difference. I think we'll be all right. We're just gonna do 2x4s. Don't want to drag out the table saw. So let me get some 2x4s and we'll put them in. All right, well, I went over to my lumber stash, and remember I was saying a minute ago, I thought these here were the cuttings when I cut down some 2x6s, and that's what I thought I was using. Well, you can see this top one here is one of those cuttings. Found that I had some of those over there, and they're not much different. So hence my confusion on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use those because I think they're good for this, and that way I don't have to use up any good 2x4s, because I didn't have any scraps that were 38.5 inches wide. So I think since I'm using a little bit smaller board, that I'll go ahead and do 4. Yep, and maybe I have to still use a 2x4 to put in the door handle, but we'll see on that. All right, I think I got the door all framed out. Hopefully it fits good. Next, I guess, I'm thinking I should put the trim on the door and on the wall. I don't know. I was looking at my other tough shed over there, and the hinges are to the trim. So that means the trim's got to go on first. So maybe I'll be working on some trim now. Get this door flipped over, trim it out, trim out the door opening, and then try putting it in there and getting the hinges on. I do have hinges. I have way more than enough hinges, so I'm gonna end up putting 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 hinges on this. Just hit every board that I put in here, because I want to put more than 3, because this thing's gonna be heavy, and I don't want to skip one brace into another. I'll probably just put a brace in at the top, the middle, that, and just on every one of these. But again, I'll think over it just like I thought on these, and I found these boards here instead of using 2x4s. So I'm gonna go get the hinges, take a little water break, and then we'll get back to it. All right, well, I decided we'll go ahead and put the trim on like I was talking about. 3 sides there, top 2 sides, and then I'll trim out the door the same way and then see about putting it up. So first step is trim, so let's get it done. All right, well, I got all the trim on. I know I was gonna do one across here and one up there to do the 5 hinges, but I'm out of trim again. Thought I had plenty, but I don't. And that means the windows are not gonna be able to trim out. But so if I don't have enough, I was thinking about just putting this little block right here in for these 2 middle hinges here. Thinking on it. I don't think it looks too bad. The other alternative would be to try to cut this off right here so that it doesn't have the end sticking out. I think that would look sharp too, but I don't want to cut this metal. That's a pain. So I think I'm going to go with this. When I go in and paint it, I'll make sure this stays red to kind of blend in with the red over here, and the beige trim, it'll contrast it. So I think it'll be all right and won't look too bad. And I was getting out the screws that this thing comes with, and it's these little dainty, like drywall screws, real thin compared to these deck screws that I use for most everything. So I'm gonna put these in, except for at the front one here, I'll use their little black screws to go in there because all my other screws are too long. So hopefully that'll be all right. So I think I'm gonna just go with this. I'll go ahead and put the hinges on this side, and then see if we can lift this heavy bastard, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put this door up by myself. I may need help for that. I'm gonna give it a try. I mean, I just got to get it over there, get it in place, and lift it up, and then screw it in. But that's easier, a lot easier said than done, because this thing has gotten heavy. Oh yeah, very heavy. But it's a beefy door, all right. So let me get these hinges thrown on, and then I guess we'll see if we can get it in place. All right, I ran into a few issues here. The screws are a little too long, so I had to angle them in, so they're not really sitting flush. I think that's all right. I'll never notice. The other is when I went to screw this one in, this board split. So I'm gonna need to cut a new board and probably drill a pilot hole. Do the same for this one, just drill a little hole. And then I need to go get a bit for these danky little things. So I'll cut a board, get a bit, and finish screwing all these in. All right, well, there's my door. So got all the hinges screwed in. Any nails or screws that were coming through on the back side, I went ahead and grinded them off. And I think it looks pretty good. Still not sold on that little doohickey job that I did right there. But I can always come back and put in a full piece if I don't like it. I don't know if that would look any better, or if it would look weird having so many going across here. I don't know. But I'm going with what I got. And let me say, taking that door off the sawhorses up against that tree, thing is definitely heavy. I think I'm glad that I did the extra hinges. Hopefully it's gonna work, because I need it to. And now the hard part is gonna be getting the door over to here. It's gonna be a struggle. I think I'll get it over here just fine. It's gonna be the portion of putting it up, making sure it's level and good and opens and shuts and nothing jams up. I guess some bug. Now's the time to find out. All right, it's up there. It's in place. I haven't screwed it in yet. I'm thinking the gaps look pretty good. This one up here might be a little tight. I don't have a good shim. I used a rock here as a shim. Took it out. I did open that up a little bit. I think I'm gonna go for it. What do I got to lose? Yep, just gonna go for it. My hinges look a little crooked. All right, let me get these in and see if it opens and shuts and hangs on its own weight. All right, well, I only put in 2 screws on each one over here. See how it does. Get these spacing blocks out of the way. Maybe. Come on, get out of there. Really? Where's my hammer? All right, come on out. There we go. All right, that's actually pretty darn good. Swing all the way open. There's a little bit of a down here at the bottom. I need to run the saw across this right here. It's sticking out a little bit, but the top does really good, and it's just barely rubbing down there. I'm pretty pleased with that. Really pleased. So I'm gonna cut that little piece off down there a little bit, trim it up, and put in the rest of these screws, and we'll get on to the door handle. All right, what we got here is just a real simple latch. This goes on here, and it just turns it. Real nice and easy. Same one I got on the lean-to. So I've got to get in here and drill a hole. I want to do it from the inside because that's easiest to see. Problem is, it's going to be hard to hold the door, and it's going to be dark. So I'm just going to bring this here, and it's not too dark. Find out how far over this needs to be, and I want to put it right here with this middle. That's the center brace. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I already have a mark right there from when I was lining up the center brace, so I just gotta drill a hole. I'm gonna open this door because it's mighty hot in there. Get a little breeze out here. So hopefully this lines up good. Shit. I screwed right in, drilled right into my screw going in over there. So I gotta drop that down a little bit or go up. Man, I was just a hair into it. Oh, heck. Come on. All right, I'm going lower. All right, well, I got me a hole through there. Let me get this all put on, and we'll see how it works. All right, having a slight problem. Got this little bitty set screw. Came with an Allen wrench, but the Allen wrench doesn't feel like it wants to keep a grip. I'm hoping it's Allen wrench and not the set screw, because if it's a set screw, kind of done. All right. Well, whoa, tripping over stuff here. I went over there and I was looking for Allen wrenches, assuming for sure this was metric, but apparently it is not. So I guess I got me a much better Allen wrench now, and I can get that thing tight. It ain't going nowhere. Throw these other cheap Allen wrenches away. Yeah, because I definitely don't need those cheap ones. Now I need to get this on and get inside and set the depth for the handle. I want it really tight. Get that in there, and I don't know if my light just happened to die. Maybe I need to drill it out a little more. Of course, my drill bit's a little bit small. I think this will be all right. My light went out, so I don't know if the battery on that thing ran out, which might make it hard to get in there and set my depth. So let me get this stuff on. All right, I think I got the door latch all adjusted good, and shuts real good. Just barely any play there. Now I don't know if I want to take, like I said, I was thinking about putting more of these in, maybe one up here and one down here, and just have 3 handles to turn, or like I did on the lean-to, just a little draw latch to hold it in, because it's barely got any, but I don't want anything crawling up in there. You know what I mean? So that still be decided. But I think the door looks good. I think it does. I think the whole thing is actually looking really good. Oh, I do need to put maybe some kind of drip edge over the top of that. I might use the same drip edge that I put up there. But yeah, the whole shed is now, well, dried in and complete for that portion of the build. Not, I guess, well, I say that, and I want to put the windows in. Oh, and then I want to put an exhaust fan in. Yeah, she's not done, but the shed is built and could stay the way it is without me adding those extra options. I got the 2 windows inside. I don't know how I'm going to do those. I want to put a drop rod here so the door doesn't swing back and forth. Still got things to do, but oh, forgot I left a phone in here. I was using the light when I was on the inside. So yeah, still got more to do. And of course the caulking and painting, which we'll definitely do tomorrow. And this sad shape of affairs over here, hopefully this is the last night. That stuff has to stay in that rat infested shed and whatever. I mean, yeah, it's nasty. So let me think if I'm going to do on these windows or not, or if I'm going to clean up. Catch back up with you in a little bit. All right, I have been cleaning up. I'm going to do the windows and start caulking and stuff tomorrow. So I figured I got 2 things that I need to do. One is, well, that's way over there, the tractor, the light bar that's right up above my head. I was out mowing last time, and the bolts fell out, and that thing came swinging down, almost hit me in the head. But on top of that, it scared the dickens out of me. Was not expecting that at all to happen. Don't know why I would be expecting it, but yeah, it was, oh, my bad. It got me good. A little funny, I guess. So I don't know if you remember a couple of weeks back, I broke the water nozzle for the Chapin water tank here. And I finally remembered to call them, got a hold of them, and got a new one sent out. And they were really cool up front. I called up and they were like, yeah, how long have you had it? I was like, oh, I've had it just a couple of months. They're like, oh, well, we'll send you out one on us for free, basically. Didn't even charge me shipping or nothing. They just sent me one. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I asked how much they were in case I needed more. And she came back and said, well, they're like $3 $2.90. I'm like, well, shoot, I'll just order a couple more. So I ordered 2. So now I got 3 of them in case I break another one. I'll have a backup. All right, I'm gonna get this put on, and then I'm gonna fill the water tank up. And while it's filling up, I think I'm gonna try to go find some bolts for that light bar. So before it gets dark, because the sun is going down. So let me get this going, and I'll catch back up with you. All right, got the water tank filling up. Went over, got the tractor, pulled it over here by the shed. See if we can get this light fixed. Yeah, this is the one that's supposed to be mounted up here, and it came swinging down. And this thing it's got some weight. I mean, it's not heavy, but if it would have hit me in the head and the face, it would have definitely left a mark. So I got these 2 little bolts in here, and luckily I do have some connectors up there that I could just disconnect if I need to take this in to find hardware for it. I can take it up to Home Depot and get some hardware. So I'm glad I got that. I just noticed that. But maybe I have something here, because it makes mowing in the dark a lot easier. All right, I did have the right screws. I think they'll be the right length, but I need to take off the whole mounting system and everything, and I didn't want to get into that. But while I was up there, I remembered, the other night I was mowing and I hit a tree. So that looks pretty sad. I don't know if it looks that bad on the camera, but I'm gonna try to get that straightened out real quick. All right, well, trying to bend it didn't work. It was only bending the outside about 1 inch in. So I took a sledgehammer to it some. It's an awkward position to be hitting in, but it fixed it a little bit. I guess I really need to take something and put it in between, and sandwich it together. Because I hit it a lot of times with that little bitty sledgehammer. Because I definitely don't want to take it off and put it on the ground and beat it. That'd probably be the best way. I'm just trying to think of something to do while it's still up there. But at least it's not blocking my light right now. So, yeah. Oh, and the light. Yeah, I just put some tie wraps on it. I don't know if I said that earlier, but that's all I'm going to do for tonight. Tomorrow, maybe I'll fix it. I'll wait for the tie wraps to fail, and then I'll fix it. So let's go check on the trees, see how they're doing. Put some water down on them. All right, we're over here at the trees, getting some water on them. Turn that up a little bit. And they're looking pretty good. At least for the ones that we're at right now. That one's looking good. Looking pretty good. Still looking good. Looking good. And looking good. Not so great, but I think good enough. I think I need to adjust my wires there some. That's kind of folding some branches up and out of the way. So maybe I need to take some of those off so they're not hurting the tree. Man, there's mosquitoes over here like crazy. Just killed 3 or 4 of them. They're all over me. Man, I'm gonna get these watered and check on the wires that are holding them in place, and then we'll go up to the other section up there where I got trees, and we'll catch up then. All right, we're over here at the second set of trees, and that was looking good. That one's looking really good. All those up there are looking really good. So that's a good thing. Just this one right here. This one is, it's pretty much brown all the way through. It's got some little green up here. I don't know if I even bother watering it any. And that one's looking good right there. And I'll tell you, the mosquitoes, they are big and nasty over here. And you see 2 of them there on my arm, if I get them. But yeah, they are bad over here. I don't know why it's so bad. All right, I got to tend to my water pump. It's running low. I don't know how good a video that was on the trees. I was getting eaten up by those mosquitoes out there. I don't know. They haven't been that bad over here. What's up, Listo? What's up, buddy? Huh? Oh, yeah. Did you have fun chasing the Segway? Yeah. I said, like I was saying, I don't know why they were so bad over there. I haven't had that much of an issue with them all day. And I go over there, and man, they were just all over me. I was slapping them left and right, had blood up and all down my arms. Yeah, it was crazy. So, yeah, I tried to just get out of there as fast as I could and get back over here where there are not so many. And that being said, I think that was the last thing I'm going to do, or the last thing I'm going to videotape. And then we'll pick up again tomorrow on the next video. Good boy, Blisto. Yeah, he was just out there chasing me, trying to keep up. But anyways, till next time, later.